Hello and welcome to this video presentation hosted by GXS. My name is Mark Morley, Industry Marketing Director. Over the next few minutes I'd like to take you through a short presentation which introduces some of the concepts behind cloud computing. This particular presentation is the second of a three-part video presentation and discusses the typical layers that make up today's cloud computing environments. So what exactly does a cloud computing environment consist of? Today's cloud computing environments typically comprise of three different layers. Firstly, there's Infrastructure as a Service, or IaaS. This essentially provides the core backbone infrastructure onto which the rest of the cloud environment is built. For example, companies such as Amazon and EMC will provide extensive compute and storage facilities. Secondly, there is the Platform as a Service, or PaaS. This provides the infrastructure onto which the applications are developed. For example, GXS Trading Grid, the world's largest integration cloud platform, is a good example of a PaaS environment. And thirdly, Software as a Service, or SaaS. This provides the core business applications that effectively plug into the cloud environment. These are typically web-based in nature and are heavily optimized for operating across the internet and cloud-based environments. SAP's Business by Design and GXS Active Logistics are good examples of SaaS-based applications. If we take a look at the first layer of cloud computing, Infrastructure as a Service, this area of the cloud environment essentially delivers the computer infrastructure, typically platform virtualization as a service. It is an evolution of the virtual private server offerings and includes servers, memory and storage that allows a customer to scale up or scale down as required. Infrastructure can be used by customers to run their own software with only the amount of resource that is needed at a given moment in time. I guess you could compare infrastructure as a service as the equivalent of utility supply to a house. For example, all houses need gas, water, electricity connected to make them function correctly. Then moving on to Platform as a Service, this delivers the computing platform and solution stack as a service. The PaaS environment will often consume cloud infrastructure and will sustain cloud applications. PaaS environments allow users to use the cloud to develop new applications without the need to have the software or infrastructure purchased in-house. Essentially provides anything to support how a company builds and delivers web applications and services in the cloud. Using the house analogy from the previous slide, PaaS could be considered as the foundations onto which you would then build your house. Earlier this year, the analyst firm Gartner released a report highlighting the importance of PaaS-based environments and how by 2015 they are likely to have a huge impact on the way cloud-based environments are built and deployed. For example, by 2015, cloud-based solutions will be growing at a faster rate than on-premise solutions. Most enterprises will have part of their run-the-business software functionality executing in a cloud using PaaS. And finally, most enterprises using PaaS services or technologies will have a hybrid environment in which internal and external services are combined. The great thing about cloud-based environments is that it allows both large and small software providers to compete in the market on an equal footing. A number of software providers have moved their behind-the-firewall software applications into a hosted environment, and they are able to offer a wealth of different solutions covering everything from business analytics, data integration, CRM, application security, and much more. The cloud has single-handedly changed the way in which software solutions are designed and delivered to companies. The final layer of the cloud is the actual software as a service application, essentially a fully hosted piece of software. SaaS has been around for a few years now and formed the first cornerstone of the cloud computing environments that we know today. They essentially deliver software over the internet without the need to install applications on the customer's own computer. SaaS applications are run from one centralized location, which means that software can be accessed from any location over the internet. The centralized management of applications helps to simplify ongoing maintenance, and applications are consumed on a pay-as-you-go basis. I suppose returning back to our house analogy one last time, SaaS applications could be considered as the various rooms that are built on the foundation of the house. So let me discuss some of the benefits of cloud computing. So how can cloud-based B2B environments help companies? Well, firstly, it provides global accessibility. As all applications are hosted by a central provider, it means that anyone in your company or across your trading partner community can get access to your B2B tools using nothing more than a web browser. It also means that users will get a consistent user experience as well. Cloud environments also allow B2B infrastructures to be maintained much more efficiently. As applications are hosted centrally, it means that applications only have to be upgraded once rather than on multiple servers, and everyone connected to the cloud platform then benefits from the newly upgraded environment. Cloud environments can be deployed very quickly. Once again, as software and services are installed by a vendor at a central location, then it means that new applications can be deployed in a very short time frame, and new users can be added to the environment with ease. Cloud environments really allow you to build flexibility into your B2B environment, getting access to new functionality as and when you require it. Cloud environments are low cost. Rather than pay a software license fee, users pay on a month-by-month or project-by-project basis. This pay-as-you-go way of working allows managers to get much better predictability of long-term IT or B2B related costs. Also, as you do not have to buy expensive servers to host any applications, it means that there is no capital expenditure or zero cost applied to your company's balance sheet. In these uncertain financial times, cloud-based environments allow companies to scale up or scale down their B2B needs very quickly. Maybe as a result of winning a new contract, a need to onboard new trading partners very quickly, or needing to scale down operations due to a product coming near to retirement. Finally, cloud-based environments provide an ideal way to manage a community of users with ease. Centralized management of usernames, passwords, and contact details helps to bring an extra layer of security to your B2B environment. In addition, it allows users to be presented with just the information they need to do their work, i.e. a role-based environment that can be presented to a user depending upon their role and responsibilities within the business. In terms of comparing traditional IT infrastructures with cloud-based environments, there are a number of notable differences. Let me highlight a couple of the more important ones in this table. From a speed-to-market point of view, in the traditional IT environment, enterprise applications take months or years to design, code, test and deploy. From a cloud computing point of view, the cloud provider is responsible for the ongoing development, and clients simply use the most up-to-date application available. From a speed to ROI point of view, even with significant capital investment, many companies never get to realize the expected ROI. In cloud computing terms, the subscription-based model allows a client to pay for the service that they actually use and is a highly predictable operational expense. From a financial perspective, there are a number of differences between running on-premise versus hosted or cloud-based environments. From an expenditure type point of view, on-premise IT is a capital expenditure, whilst in the cloud it is an operating expense. Moving to cash flow, in a traditional IT environment, servers and software are purchased up front, whilst in the cloud, payments are made as the service is provided. In terms of financial risk, in a traditional IT environment, the entire financial risk is taken up front with uncertain return, whilst in the cloud, financial risk is taken monthly and is matched to the return. On the income statement, traditional IT has maintenance and depreciated capital expenses, whilst in the cloud, there are maintenance expenses only. Finally, on the balance sheet, software and hardware are carried on as a long-term capital asset, whilst in the cloud, nothing appears on the balance sheet. As well as obtain significant financial benefits, the cloud helps your company gain more strategic benefits as well. This diagram helps to illustrate what happens as you move more business applications to the cloud. Outsourcing B2B will start to introduce strategic business benefit, but as with the Jaguar Land Rover example earlier, if your CIO has a vision to move as much of his IT infrastructure as possible to the cloud, then ultimately your business will gain both strategic business benefit and a firm competitive advantage in the market. Cloud computing environments offer many green benefits as well. They can help to lower power consumption requirements. As cloud-based environments are hosted by an external vendor, this not only helps companies remove the cost of supporting an in-house data center or server infrastructure, more importantly it can help to significantly reduce a company's carbon footprint by reducing the power consumed to run the supporting utilities and related infrastructures. There is also less computer network equipment packaging to dispose of. Cloud computing-based environments remove the need for buying and running extensive computer servers and other associated infrastructures. Therefore, there is an opportunity to minimize the amount of wasteful packaging materials that are often used to transport these pieces of equipment to an office or manufacturing location. Then, cloud computing helps to minimize the travel requirements for IT implementation teams. As cloud computing environments are hosted by an outside provider and are typically very easy to deploy, you can in most cases remove the need to send employees halfway around the world, for example, as these environments can be brought online and monitored remotely. Then there is the ability to increase the availability of information on lower powered devices. Cloud-based environments allow users to access information using more power-friendly mobile devices, and it also helps trading partners to get access to one central source of information. This helps to minimize supply chain disruption and improve green-related efficiencies of logistics carriers. And finally, there is less paper flowing across the supply chain. Cloud-based environments significantly reduce the amount of paper flowing across the extended enterprise. At the same time, it helps to encourage less technically capable trading partners to participate in your B2B program. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video presentation. If you should have any questions on how GXS can help you to deploy a cloud-based B2B environment, then please contact GXS via the details shown on this slide. You can also find parts 1 and 3 of this 3-part video presentation on YouTube. Thank you and goodbye.